Hi, this is Alex Helmbrecht, the Sports Information Director at Chadron State College, and I'm sitting here this afternoon with junior forward Zac Bargen of the CSC men's basketball team. Zac is currently the men's leading scorer and leading rebounder on the season. He's actually tied for the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference lead in scoring at 18.4 points per game, and he's also averaging 5.6 rebounds per contest. Zac, first of all, you know this is your first season playing for the Chadron State men's team. Fans around the program, fans of your dad, especially Coach Brent Bargen, have seen you play for a while. You of course, were a star at Chadron High School. Then you went to junior college for a couple of years. Talk a little bit about what your first year at Chadron State has been like.
It's pretty much what I expected. I was excited to come back and familiar things and play for people I know, and I really enjoyed coming back, and I like being back.
What's it like playing for your dad? I mean, when you're in the huddle, do you say, "Okay, Dad," or do you say, "Okay, Coach, I'll do that"?
It's kind of weird. Like at home, you don't think about it, and it's kind of two separate relationships when you're on the court. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't usually call him by any name because I'll say Dad, Coach, and it's kind of weird. So I'll just, hey, what do I do here? So I kind of avoid that because it's a little weird. But all in all, I like playing for him. We're kind of the same person. We hate losing, and it's a pretty cool thing. So, well,
your role on the team has really been its scorer. You've led the team in scoring in several games. You've hit double figures in all but 2 of the games that you've played in. Including a career-high 33 against New Mexico Highlands in a tough double overtime loss. Talk a little bit about how your season's gone. I know the win-loss total isn't what you'd hoped it would be. The Eagles are currently just 1-16 on the season. But what are your team's goals moving forward for the remainder of this season? There's still a lot of games left to be played. And then what are yours individually?
Team goals, just to get better, and for next year. We're not putting this year behind us by any means, but we have 5 juniors on the team that'll be back, so it's kind of our last run next year. So we're just trying to get better and really leave this place with on a high note. And then personal goals is I haven't really sat down and thought of any goals, but just to make my teammates better. It's kind of weird in high school and at my junior college, I wasn't really the go-to scorer, so it's kind of new for me. I'm not sure how much I like it, to be honest, because it's kind of a lot of pressure to create and whatnot. But whatever we have to do to try and win. So.
Well, you seem to be you're doing a great job of it, especially getting to the foul line. You've taken 108 shots from the free throw line, made 91 of them for 84%. Is that something that's always been a part of your game, the physical nature and getting those foul shots?
Not really. In high school, we had Elliott, so he was big inside, so I never really crossed the three-point line usually. I just like to stand out and shoot or pass it to Elliott. So, yeah, it's something I've had to change in my game. Once people find out that you shoot it pretty well, they don't let you shoot it. So you got to find other ways to help your team win. So I haven't been finishing around the basket very well, so I just create contact and get fouled, I guess.
Oh, that's another way to score. It all counts the same. So as I mentioned, the Eagles are 1-16 overall, 1-12 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Have a big weekend here at home this weekend, welcoming number 1 Metro State on Friday. That'll be an 8 p.m. tip-off, and then the Eagles will host Regis on Saturday. That's also an 8 p.m. tip. Zac, first of all, looking at Metro State, number one in Division II, 17-0 overall. Obviously, they're undefeated in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference with a 13-0 mark. What's the team's outlook heading into that game, and are you motivated to play the Roadrunners?
Yeah, you're always motivated and ready to play a game, but they thumped us pretty good at their place, and I wasn't able to play in that game because I was injured, but they thumped us pretty good, and it's always exciting playing a high-ranked team, and just try and prove what you can do against them. So I would say we're motivated to come out, and not to say not get embarrassed, but to prove ourselves, and it's an exciting game.
Well, ever since your dad has been here, the Eagles have always played Metro State better the second time around, including last season when they won at Metro State for the first time in several years. So that opportunity certainly exists. And then the Eagles will host Regis on Saturday. Regis is actually the team that you defeated this year. The game where you got injured, though, you hurt your ankle in that game. What's the team's outlook for that one?
That should be a confidence booster. A team we know we can beat. We know we can beat a lot of teams, but we've already done it. So I think we're going to be ready to play that one. They're going to come in with a grudge, so I definitely think we'll play pretty good in that game too.
All right, Zach. Well, it should be a great weekend for basketball. Both the men's and women's basketball teams are going to play two really competitive games each night. Both of them start Friday at 6 p.m. So thanks a lot, Zach.
Yep, thank you, Alex.